Welcome everyone. Today we are solving another important numerical from the UPSC Combined Geo-Scientist Mains 2026 Geophysics Paper 1. And this examination is conducted by UPSC to recruit the geophysicist, geologist and the scientist for the organizations such as the Geological Survey of India and the Central Groundwater Board, all the thing. Okay. And one topic that UPSC frequently asks is the Earth's magnetism because it forms the basis of the magnetic surveys, mineral exploration, tectonic studies and the geomagnetic mapping. And although the calculation is simple, the examiner is actually testing whether you understand how the Earth's total magnetic field is resolved into its horizontal and vertical components. So let us solve this question step by step while understanding the physics behind it. So basically, before writing any formula, let us first understand what the angle of dip actually means. Imagine the Earth's magnetic field as an arrow entering the Earth. Okay. So at the magnetic equator, the arrow is almost horizontal, and at the magnetic poles, it becomes almost vertical. And the angle made by the magnetic field with the horizontal plane is called the angle of dip or magnetic inclination. Now in this question, I is 30 degree, which means the magnetic field is inclined 30 degree below the horizontal. Okay. Now think of Earth's magnetic field as a ladder leaning against a wall. Okay. So the ladder represents the total magnetic field B, and the ground represents the horizontal component H, and the wall represents the vertical component V. And using the trigonometry, we can resolve the ladder into the horizontal and vertical parts. Okay, so this visualization makes the formulas very easy to remember. Okay, now hypotenuse is what? Total magnetic field B. Base is the horizontal component H. Vertical side is the vertical component B, and angle with the horizontal is the dip angle I. Okay. Now, which trigonometric function relates the adjacent side to the hypotenuse? The answer is cosine. So therefore, H is B cos I. Okay. Similarly, which function relates the opposite side to the hypotenuse? The answer is sine. So V is B sine I. Okay. Now students often confuse the sine and cosine. So remember the simple trick. Horizontal means cosine and vertical means sine. So since the dip angle is measured from the horizontal, cosine always gives the horizontal component. Now given B is this and I is 30 degree. And using H equal to B cos I, we are getting H equal to, just substitute the values. So this is this. And we know cos 30 degree is what? Root 3 by 2, which is approximately 0.866, right? So therefore, H will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 0.866. Okay. So this is all right. Now calculate the vertical component. Now use V equal to B sin I. Substitute the values. And we know sine 30 degree. This is what? 1 by 2. So V is okay. So we got H is this and V is this. So these are the final answers for this question. Now let us understand why geophysicists are interested in these components. So first, if I talk about the horizontal component, the horizontal components control the direction in which the magnetic compass points and navigation systems and the navigation systems and the field service preliminary depend on this component. Okay, and now if I talk about the vertical component, then the vertical component becomes very important in the magnetic anomaly interpretation. It provides the information about the buried magnetic rocks, igneous intrusions, and the ore bodies and the geological structures. And in the magnetic surveys, both components are analyzed to identify the subsurface mineral deposits. Okay, now I'm giving you a fascinating observation. If the magnetic equator I, this is 0 degree, so therefore H is equal to B and V is 0. So the magnetic field is completely horizontal at the magnetic poles I equal to 90 degree, then H equal to 0 and V will be equal to B. So the magnetic field becomes completely vertical and our location has I equal to 30 degree, right? So both horizontal and vertical components exist with the horizontal component being larger. So this agrees perfectly with our calculated values. Okay. So this was the thing mainly. So clear now? See you in the next session. Bye-bye.